Hi everybody, it's Tom. It's Monday morning, August 15th. Probably about, I don't know what time it is, my clock stopped. Probably about 9 o'clock, a little before. And we got the Jeep. I haven't made any videos for a few weeks, but let's get caught up here. And we got our Jeep in primer now, 2K primer. It's looking good. We got all the body work done on it. It's looking good. I put 3 coats on it. We got our guide coat on it, and it'll probably set until at least Wednesday before I sand on it. The grill's looking good. It was all beat in. Got it looking pretty straight. We got this fender. You end up doing major surgery on that, right in that area. In fact, if you look real close, you can see I got, back out here, there we go. We got a little, that just doesn't look right there. I'll have to fix that. Doesn't look right to me anyway. It's a little sanded too much on this side of the joint. So we got that fixed. We had major surgery down here on the fender, right in here, and of course we had taken the rear corner off of it. Looks really good. The line looks good there. I think it's going to look all right when we get done with it here. We got a patch down there, another patch up here. Should look good. Let's see, so I got my hood and my doors and my tailgate. They've been in primer, and we'll start sanding on those today. As we're letting the tub there cure out, and we get moving on this thing. Now, this is the part of it that I tend to like. When you get it into primer, my body work, I found a few little spots that may or may not come out, little rough spots that I probably overlooked as I was going over it, but nothing major at all. So really we should be able to block this out, and it should just should come right in, and we shouldn't have anything at all other than maybe a minor imperfection here or there. It should look pretty good, and we'll be able to get it painted. So it's kind of on the downhill for me. I like it when I get it in primer. I can, once I start sanding, I feel pretty good about it. I do have to get the windshield ready. It's not in primer yet. It's right here. And I thought I would show you, we had an addition to the shop out here. There's Howie and a bunch of her kids. She had 5 kids, kittens, kids, whatever you want to call them. They are 3 weeks old today, so they should be just about ready to start crawling around outside of their little home there. and start venturing out. They're starting to be real playful and things like that with each other. Howie's pretty particular. Haven't been able to handle him much. She would try to move him. So I fixed up a little, just fixed up a little with some old cloths here. I fixed up a little deal there so we could cover her up, and she seemed to be happier with that. When she was trying to move them, she would just move them everywhere. So the introductions here. Let's see if I can get my light to come on. There we go. Okay, this one, the first one is number 5. The first black one on the left is number 5. The second one there is number 1. The third one across there is number 2. The one on the bottom there, Calico, is number 4, which that one is spoken for. And then this little guy over here on the end is number 3. He's the smallest one. So none of them have names yet. We just have them numbered by the way they came out of her. So about 3 weeks old. Pretty cute. And this guy here, number 2, he's the biggest guy. Let's see if we can get a look at him. He's going to be big, I think. He's pretty big right now. And I'm getting everybody all shook up. Go on back. So anyway, we have that going on. And what else? I think that's about it. So we'll leave the Jeep out for a few days. I'll probably bring it in at night, but I want to get it out here in the sun so it'll shrink up, do whatever that stuff is supposed to do. Meanwhile, we'll be blocking out the other things, and I also got to get the windshield ready to prime. So that's where I'm at, and I think it's gonna come out pretty good. One of the spots that I have, and I don't even think you're going to be able to see it. There is a spot right here, and it might sand out. It's a little spot right here on the corner that I missed. I can feel it, but I don't think you guys can see it. But anyway, that's where we're at on that. Now, the next step I'm going to do on the tub here is before I start sanding it, I'll get it all cleaned up underneath in the wheel wells, and get it all cleaned up, get the fender wells back in it, like that one back there. I have it out, and we'll get that cleaned up and get a little bit of paint on it to detail it out, some black paint, you know, in the wheel wells and whatever. You know, we want it to look nice and clean. It's got mud in there now and dirt and everything else, so I'll go ahead and wash that out with the power washer, and kind of get some of the detail done that it needs to be done underneath. Go ahead and do that before I paint it. And I did tape all that off, all around the perimeter of the tub. I taped it off before I primed it. It wasn't the best job, but I did tape it off. And then once I get it all cleaned up and put a little new paint on there, all my paper and stuff will stick to it a lot better, and you know, when we mask it off to paint it. So that's where it's at, and we'll see where we get. Looks good. Those teeth on the right, that one and that one, and a little bit of the one in the middle. were all beat up, and they look real good. I was so happy with the way they came out. I don't know if you can see it, but the point where they, right here's what I'm pointing at, this body line, this line I guess, came out really good all the way across, even on the bent ones. It matches. So I got them straightened up, you know, pretty good for it to do that. And there you have it. That's all I have right now. Take it easy.